All right, let's talk Xbox. Because this weekend wasn't gaming news, it was executive-level clown theater. Phil Spencer, the guy who's been the smiling captain of the Xbox ship through storms, icebergs, and whatever the hell the last decade was, is retiring. Officially, it's a graceful exit. Unofficially, it feels like the company is rebuilding mid-flight, and somebody decided it's time to swap the pilot. He'll stay on in an advisory role through the summer, which is basically corporate language for he's still around, but not really. And then, as if that wasn't enough, Sarah Bond is leaving too. Xbox president and COO, a name lots of people assumed would be the natural successor, just gone. New chapter. Sure, that's PR code for something is messy behind the curtains. Now here's the part where you can smell the corporate strategy shift. The new CEO of Microsoft Gaming is Asha Sharma, and she's not a games industry lifer, not a studio head, not a publishing veteran. She's coming from Microsoft CoreAI, where her focus was, you guessed it, AI products and platforms. Even Microsoft's own announcement frames it as scaling services and ecosystems, with her background including roles at Instacart and Meta. That's like saying, we need a chef, and hiring someone who optimizes microwave ovens. Yes, they understand heat. No, they don't cook. And before anyone goes, but she promised no AI slop. Yes, she did. She basically said she has no tolerance for soulless generative AI garbage and that games are human-made art. Great message. Love it. But you know what else sounds great? Every corporate email ever written. The real story is the symbolism. Xbox has been struggling with identity for years. Console? Service? PC? Cloud? Publisher? And now it puts an AI/platform executive at the very top. That doesn't scream, we're doubling down on creative leadership. It screams platform, scale, integration, strategy. And fans are nervous for a reason. Microsoft's gaming division has been under pressure. Shifting consumer spending, pricing moves, and a reported drop in gaming revenue in a recent quarter. And after the Activision Blizzard deal, the scrutiny is constant. Prove this is working. So what does Microsoft do? They pull the triple shuffle. Spencer out, or moved to the advisory bench. Bond out. Matt Booty promoted to Chief Content Officer, reporting to Sharma. That's not a small reorg. That's flip the entire board and see what's on the other side. And here's the key question. Why put an AI/platform leader in charge of gaming? Is it because you believe gaming is primarily about studios, creativity, and culture? Or because you believe gaming is your consumer ecosystem, your subscription funnel, your cloud lever, your play everywhere operating system? Because if it's option 2, and honestly, it looks like option 2, then this isn't Xbox builds great games. It's Xbox becomes the delivery system for services, accounts, devices, AI features, and somewhere inside that machine, games are allowed to exist. And yes, Microsoft says there will be renewed focus on console and core fans. Cool. I've heard variations of that line for years. The difference is, this time it's coming from someone who was just running the engine room of Microsoft's AI strategy. So no, I'm not doing the lazy hate thing. I'm doing the realistic thing. When a corporation changes captains in the middle of a storm, it's not because everything is going perfectly. And if Sharma wants to win people over, it won't be with a letter saying, no AI slop. It'll be actions. A clear first-party roadmap consistent releases, no more studio zigzag strategy, and an Xbox identity that feels like more than Windows with Game Pass. Because the industry right now is full of companies optimizing for strategy until nobody remembers why they were fans in the first place.